So today we got some couple of questions for you guys.
Cool.
Cool. That's why we're here. I'm into it.
Actually, it's a long time ago that we did the last one.
A very long time ago.
But it was quite busy. So
that's true. It's very busy. It's even busier now, but it's time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's time.
Let's get started.
Let's jump in.
Well, first question from F-Track. Please show us the PAX demo.
Evertrack says, please show the PAX demo. So tell me about it, Jordy.
It's a great demo.
Yeah.
It's wonderful, and I think they may be seeing it soon.
Yeah, we're planning on doing this maybe in a stream, but we're still working on setting this up.
Yeah, we're talking.
MacLeod asks, will we be getting a Kickstarter update soon?
Yes, we're actually working right now on quite a big update, and
we know some people have been a little upset with our lack of updates, but we have a big one coming that I think is going to make everyone very, very happy.
True.
Caboose.exe asks, how do you get to be so awesome?
How we get to be so awesome?
Day in the life, baby. Day in the life.
How actually do they get so awesome?
That's a better question. Yeah, you know, you guys are the ones supporting us. How are you so awesome?
That's very true. I mean, Jesus, we just make this and they made it a possibility.
Yeah,
so,
literally.
Yeah. How are you guys so awesome?
Tell us.
Joe Boy Cheese asks, what is your favorite game ever right after Deliver Us the Moon?
Well, maybe throughout development, when I started to be a developer, I kind of lost track of favorite games, but I remember that I really loved the Assassin's Creed franchise in the beginning. I was really looking forward to the first one actually. And I of course played a lot of Soldier of Fortune 2 back in the day.
Yeah.
So that's always kind of like my favorite, but that's because I just played it for 4 years.
I kind of like you. I have a couple favorites. If one comes to mind, I really dove deep into Ocarina of Time. I feel like I really dove in there, and I also, it was the first time I ever cheated in the game because the fucking water temple. I just had to throw in the towel and just look it up on GameFAQs. Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately. One friend really hated me about that.
So Zelda for you?
Yep.
Cool.
Matthias Schmidt asks, will there be a PS4 version of the game?
Well, we actually can talk about this, however...
Midnight Hunter asks, when was the moment you realized that you will really publish the game?
One of my favorite moments.
Oh, the moment that we realized it was...
we realized it together, actually.
When we were in Sweden, right?
Oh, yeah.
When we were actually at the board table, Starbreeze,
yeah.
And when Bo and Mikael, both CEO and COO of the company, kind of like made a deal with us. That's the moment I realized.
They basically said yes. We had a moment of pause where we were like, whoa. And when we got in the elevator, we started hugging each other and bouncing up and down, and we had a crazy day and night after that, so yeah.
Very true.
That moment was like a real like,
True.
Nailed it.
They actually have a kind of a clip on YouTube here that shows our trip to Sweden, but
oh, true.
We didn't record it.
Yeah, light. It was light.
True.
Kalasin asks, what was the first game you ever played and how did you like it?
Well, for me, it was Mario 1, Super Mario Brothers, and freaking I remember...
the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I'll blow it. No, not Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo.
Oh,
just blowing
yeah,
the damn cartridge and it never working, but like one friend being like, you know, you gotta blow it like this. And that was the dude who had like the magic touch or blow or whatever.
Didn't you always play like with a friend at
always,
a friend's place?
Always.
Did you own one yourself?
No.
No, me neither. That's weird.
My first system was actually Super Nintendo. And then I loved Super Mario World on that. But Super Mario Brothers, the first one, my friend had it, and that's what introduced me to video games, and it was an amazing experience for me.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I think I even tried some like DOS, like floppy games.
Oh, I had that like Commodore 64.
True.
You know what I liked a lot of Nintendo? Rampage.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I liked playing because it was a 2-player game.
You know Larry or something? Larry, Liza Shoot Larry. That was actually a very mature game, but I actually got it to work on when I was around 8.
It's weird to think about that as mature games. You know, and people like now there's Grand Theft Auto, like that's a mature game to me.
Sure.
Anything then to me was like meh.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Well, now.
Alex Captain asks, is Deliver Us the Moon for dogs with the age of 10 years or is it too young?
Is it for dogs?
Well, Deliver Us the Moon is an all-audience game, including dogs and cats and ferrets and anything, hippos,
even penguins.
Especially penguins.
True.
Our penguin is maybe in the game. I don't know.
If they manage to operate a keyboard and mouse, then definitely.
Then they're in.
Yeah.
Hawkman asks, what was the first biggest hurdle in the whole time of development?
The biggest hurdle in development.
I think this is you.
The worst one is starting up the whole company and starting up, I think, you know, like everything in the beginning, because once it's rolling and once you get like enough people, it gets easier. Not entirely, it's also more responsibility, but definitely easier than starting up.
Starting up is really hard. I think for us, like a really good example is, well, the game right now is the best it's ever been, and its development's going great. But you know, if you look at the first time we went to Gamescom and the second, that's a big change.
That's a real game changer.
Literally, yeah.
True.
Skalish? Shalish?
Yeah,
Skalish.
Skalish asks, aren't you afraid that Palanto's big pingy someday starts moving and taking over the office and then the world?
We live in constant fear.
Definitely, yeah. Sometimes it watches me, but I've seen movement.
Yeah, I think if it does, we welcome him as our new overlord.
True.
Yeah.
She asks again, how do you best manage the ups and downs of indie development?
Best way to manage that is when something fails, and actually you fail a lot, however, don't focus too much on it, but just move on, keep on going, and just never stop, because there are so many moments that I have thought like, what the hell am I doing right now? But at that point you just have to realize, like, keep on going, learn from your mistakes, and yeah, just move on.
I think sense of humor, hard work, and incredible patience.
True. Yeah.
Skalish again, what's the first thing you'll do in the morning of the release day and on the next day?
I'll worry about a lot of future updates, I think, immediately, and how everything turns out with such a big audience, because then if you have so many people that have access to it suddenly start to play at once, it's really scary.
I think for me, I'll pop a bottle of champagne the first day, and the next day I'll pop a bottle of sparkling water. Kill the hangover from the first day, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Skalish again, what has changed from working in a small group to working in a large group as you are now?
Yeah, that's interesting, because when you're small, such as 5 people maybe, to 10, even 10 people is different from 5. Yeah, somehow you're very, like most people are included in everything in the smaller teams, but once it gets bigger, up to 17 or maybe 20 people, suddenly people specialize and responsibilities shift, and somehow you do not entirely know anymore what the other half is doing. So it's mostly about responsibility change, I think, and yeah, you can clearly see this in the product, in the quality and professionality.
Yeah, for me, it's the professionalism has gone way up. Also, just there's way more nice people in the office, and yeah, I don't know, it's like it just feels like more people.
Yeah,
and that makes it feel like it's going in the right direction. You know, I don't know. For me, it's very surreal when I came back here to see how many people there were. Something you told me was it feels like there's a lot of people there, and you know, the lunch table looks like I don't know, it's like a really long ass table with a ton of people. It's really, really great.
Almost like the Last Supper.
Yeah, totally.
It's true.
And that's all.
Cool.
Cool.